What's up, everybody? David Action Jackson coming at you live now. I would have made my video on YouTube, but YouTube decided it was gonna give me like this giant deep voice that honestly isn't my voice, so I didn't like it. Um, you really couldn't understand it even if you like listened really closely or you like broke it down. So this video is gonna be on pacemakers. Now, first off, to give you guys a little history on what pacemakers are. Pacemakers are little, well, they're little machines that give your heart a little boost, I guess. Now it's when they first started, I guess you could say they were a size like this big, so it was a little bit deeper in the body. Now, um, since they're a little bit smaller, they're like size. Like take these. Let's say you use these um Alka-Seltzer things. So if it was one of these little squares, you can see the little line where it's perforated. But if it was one of those little squares, that's how big it is. Um, Now, I don't know how long ago that they actually started using pacemakers, but I'm gonna tell you guys that a pacemaker is, in a way, helps, but at the same time, it's kind of a burden. Now, the benefits of having it, I guess, it just helps your heart a little bit. Um, Depending on the situation that you go through when you get it. Now, for me, I had this level 3 AV blockage, um, and it wasn't like anything I could control because I kind of felt like I was gonna die inside. But couldn't breathe at the time, and a couple of events actually led up to it. I made a video before of this, but anyways, I'm gonna tell you guys why why it's a burden. Now, here's a couple of things I can't do. Now, I'm a bodybuilder. I've been bodybuilding for 4 years. As you can see, my physique's a little bit. I'm a little bit bigger than I was before when I first started. Well, let me pause and spec the gadget. Um, so I was when I first got mine, I was 14 years old, and I just had a chain of events that were very unfortunate. I got jumped in my woodshop class. I couldn't breathe when I was playing in one of my baseball games. I had 2 outs that day, but I also couldn't breathe. So 3 outs was I was the third out because I had to leave. But yeah, it felt like there was just this giant pain in my chest, and I really couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't breathe, but um, you could call it spiritual, you call it whatever you want. But at one point, when it was there, or one point, because it was at school, um, I felt like I separated from myself. And what that means is basically I saw myself laying on the ground, so I had an out of body experience. Um, was I scared? Not really. I just didn't think at the time there was any significance to it or whatever. But I had to move over because I'm sitting on my bench right now, and yeah, just curling over there. I haven't been to the gym in like a couple of days, but I've been busy. So um, now when it comes to having it, because I find it a burden. Um, I can't run, and well, I can't run. I can't jog. I can't speak a full, like really long conversation or keep the conversation going because then my chest starts to hurt. Um, there's a couple of things that I don't know if this happens, but like if you ever like get this, um, where you get stopped at like a metal detector or something like that that tells whether you're stealing something or not. Um, Now it hasn't happened to me because I don't know that I've been warned by my doctor when I first got it that it would the pacemakers will do that. They'll set off security alarms, um, which is why you have to carry your ID with you. And I well, I have my ID. It's over there on the wall right now. But what they do is, I guess they check your ID. I don't really know it because I haven't had it happen to me yet. But here's some of the things that you can do. You can like there's a booklet for it, like a small booklet that you have to read. I didn't read the booklet because I kind of know what I have to avoid. Um, for example, power tools like you could short your pacemaker out with them. Um, like security wand, you could short those out with it. If you go in a CAT scan, like a giant magnet machine, it'll probably rip it out of your chest. Um, so that's like a general thing. Avoid that. Um, Running, jogging, any kind of like strenuous cardio. Like I know jogging isn't all that bad, but like over time when it overlaps, then it starts to hurt. Um, Now as a bodybuilder and as a major in physical education, I haven't graduated yet, so I don't have my degree yet, but I'm getting an AA in physical education, and so far I have a nutritional background now. I have my PE background, and I have my bodybuilding background. Now, I'm not a competitive bodybuilder, so I don't know what competing it feels like, but I can tell you this: if you have weight bearing exercise, because working out it benefits you in the long run. You build strong bones, you build bigger muscles. You won't build like these gigantic, over exaggerated muscles, but you'll have bigger muscles nonetheless. Um, where it kind of cuts off is where you get I guess, too big, as most doctors will call it. In a way, it is the struggle is real. The struggle is real. Now, for all the adults out there, because I know there's a lot of people out there with pacemakers, don't be afraid to exercise. Exercising is a great way to keep your body healthy. Great way to get your heart going too, if you don't get enough in you. So you don't have to use a lot of weight. You can use a bar, a couple of different types of bars. So you have like the easy bar, it's like 25 pounds. It's not even that much. You can just curl it. You can do shoulder presses with it. You can do forearm curls. You can do squats. You can do deadlifts. Any kind of bar you can do those exercises. Um, you got a straight bar, which is like 45 pounds. Sometimes they come in like 20 pounds, um, 19 and a half pounds. Uh, it just depends. Because I have a 45-pound bar right there, and the really longer one right there, the gray one, that's 45 pounds. The black one, or the dark gray one, that one is like 20 pounds. So, or 25, 25. But yeah, it's just it depends on how much you do throughout the day, I guess. Like if you wanted to lift a lot of weight, like me, I lift a lot of weight. The most weight I actually recently just did was 840 pounds. I leg pressed it, and I'll be real with you guys, it was hard. It was really hard because I had to breathe it really, really hard to actually keep the movement going. Did it make my chest hurt? No, but it was a struggle. Now, I'll show you guys what it looks like because you guys gotta visualize it too. So, um, if you Google what pacemakers look like, they'll give you this little like circular kind of tool, little leads leading off of it, and it'll kind of look like a tiny heart, but in a metal shape. Um, Now up here, more towards um, clavicle, you have like the little leads. Down here where this little mark is, that's where the surgery is, and it's underneath there. Now it's probably like this big, so it's like the size of a $50, but it's kind of thick too. It's not like super thick. It's um if I had to say how thick it was, I would say take my pinky and take off the top part, and then it's like half an inch thick. So it's not all that bad. But my chest is a little more developed because I've been bodybuilding. I've seen people with like pacemakers that just stick out. Um, when I first started, when I first got my pacemaker, I didn't work out. I exercised, so you could still see it visibly, but I'll give you guys a visual of what it looks like. So from the side, this is what it looks like. Um, my chest is a little more developed because again, I'm a bodybuilder and that's what I do. So you can't really tell it's here. I mean, there's a little discoloration when you first get it, and sometimes it'll itch, but you really can't do much. You could rub it, but you really can't do much about it. Um, the types of exercises that I normally, when I first started, I would just do like, I tried doing push-ups and I really wasn't that successful with it. But recently, since I'm a little more developed, I'm able to do at least like 60 to 80 push-ups. Um, and that's with taking breaks. So like, say it's like 2 or 3 breaks, like with 30 seconds of resting in between it, or sometimes 10, sometimes less than that. Um, I'll do my bodybuilding workouts, but also sometimes I'll just do regular workouts, and it just depends how you feel. Right? Some people can't even exercise, even if they have this. And I know most people that do have it is usually really tall, lengthy people, but usually, um, and sometimes you'll find like cases like mine where it's like really young. I was 14 when I got mine, so it kind of threw me off. I cried for a whole week just because I didn't want it. And then a week before that, I made a promise I would never have surgery. And then, boom, it happened. I got into a fight that, well, I got jumped, so it kind of really set the course for it in a way. Um, but yeah, like things were weird from then on. I stopped playing sports. Like the only sports I play is golf. I do swimming. Let's see, uh, bodybuilding. Um, I do kickboxing too. Do kickboxing. Um, I'm not like a competitive person though. I hate competing. When I ran cross country, I I I ended off on a good note, I guess you could say, because in the last race I got third place, so it wasn't really too bad. But um, I didn't make it to the state or anything like that because I wasn't. Um, my coach wasn't really feeling it, I guess you could say. But it was alright though. Um, at one point I did hurt my knee. I guess because when you have a little more like speed, because I'm a speed demon by all kinds of planes. Um, I'm a sprinter naturally. I'm a long distance runner. I won't say I'm like all out long distance runner because I can't keep it up for that long. Um, I'm more naturally a sprinter, so I don't have to breathe as much. Now that's the only good thing is like when you're if you do like sprints, because I do 40-yard dashes, I do 100-yard sprints, I do strides, and I do speed training basically. And um, one of the things that is good about it is unlike cross country or long distance running, with speed training you don't have to breathe, to hold your breath. And that's what I do. Like I don't pass out, but I also don't breathe just because it makes it a lot easier for me to go from point A to point B at my top speed without having to worry about, oh, I gotta save some breath for the time coming back. Because you don't, when it's like you say you gotta go really fast, you're only going a short distance, so you don't have to worry about the whole chest pain. Um, but here, if you guys want to see how my chest looks, I'll just give you an idea. So, now there is um relatively, I don't know how many cases there are for pacemakers, but if you YouTube any kind of videos on pacemakers, they'll give you like the medical backgrounds for it. It won't give you like the physical people who have it kind of background. Mostly when people like talk about them, they don't really know what to say because it's kind of a difficult subject. But over the years, you kind of get used to it. So, um, I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, I hate my pacemaker. With a passion. It, it pretty much took away half my personality and half of me in over the years. But yeah, it's something I gotta live with. Um, Hopefully in the next couple of years I could get it taken out because I don't think I need it anymore. I don't do any kind of running, so it's my heart's not really at risk of anything. Minus like typical stuff like heart disease and all that. That common human thing. Not everyone gets it, but sometimes it finds its way to most people. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's it. Um, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Comment down below. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe. This is the first paid video I'm actually going to have because Google AdSense was taking forever and it kind of denied me twice. So I didn't want to like really make more videos. But yeah, I'm ready to go. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Um, Email me or message me or just comment down below. I'm not gonna block anyone if you ask me like any kind of questions. But um, yeah, that's it, guys. So I'll see you later. I got some stuff I gotta do, and yeah.